one bit of an advice I will give is choose something you love. Don't go into it and think about the money. Think about the long term of the business. Think about your legacy. Think about why am I doing this, you know, and then it will gradually make its way to where you want it to be. Because when we started this business, we started it as family, and we weren't thinking about money at the time when we were starting. Yes, money has to be there, but we think about I love it. I love the cleaning. So I'm going to start a business. So you're going to put your hard work and the passion into it. Hi everyone from Empowered X. Nice to be here.
Yes, thank you so much, Jacqueline. Hey, everyone. My name is Chris-Beth Cowie, the host of BizGrams and the founder of Empowered X. I am super excited today because we have a very special guest with us here today, Jacqueline Anderson from Stewandy Cleaners Inc, a residential and commercial cleaning company. And I am super excited for Jacqueline because she has been nominated and has won the Consumer Choice Award for 2020 in our region. So congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I was so excited and shocked because, you know, it is awesome to know that people are looking at you and your hard work has really shown over the community. So I was very shocked, and at the same time, I'm excited.
And we are excited for you, Jacqueline.
Thank
and so, Jacqueline, tell us how your entrepreneurship journey got started.
You know, I always love cleaning. It started probably from growing up. My mom was very strict on cleaning. No, we raised very poor, but she was very strict on a clean house, clean kitchen especially, and stuff like that. But it actually started where I was trained at Strawberry Hills Hotel in Jamaica, there as a housekeeper. And, you know, because of the training we got from people in abroad, I was drawn into it, and I was very excited to learn much more, you know, particular type of cleaning, particular ways of making beds, and particular type of, you know, when the guest comes, how to make them wow, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I really get into it from there. And then I visited the United States quite a bit, and I lived in Cleveland, Ohio for about 7 years, and we did it there as well. And, you know, not on such a scale, but when I came to Canada and decided to start it in 2011, I do never ever imagine that it would have gone this far.
Yeah, wow. And congratulations to you, Jacqueline. I see that you have your company shirt on, your gloves. Yes. So I know that you're at work. I want to just say thank you so much for taking some time to be with us this morning.
Yes, and I'm all by myself, so I didn't put the mask on, but it's a empty house. It's a client that's not here. So, okay. I feel comfortable without the mask now. So, you know, I want you to know that as well, because we're very strict on wearing the mask.
Hey, that's awesome. And so, Jacqueline, tell us, you know, the passion. I have had so many great conversations with you. I know that you're passionate about what you do. Why do you do what you do?
Because I love it. I love cleaning, and I can speak of myself personally. When I get home in the evening and my house is clean, nobody hears my mouth. So when it is not in a clean situation, everybody's gonna scramble because grandma or mommy is coming. I love cleaning. I'm very passionate about it.
I think you muted yourself, Jacqueline. You're muted.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, no worries.
Okay, yes. So I pass this passionate part of my cleaning to the client, and you know what? It it works out. I love cleaning because it relaxes you when the surrounding is clean. Anywhere, whether you're in the workplace or at home.
Yeah.
So I pass this on, I see through the eyes of the customer. So that's how I express my cleaning when I go to look at a cleaning job.
Hey, thank you so much for sharing that. And, you know, we've been hearing this theme of loving what you're doing, and it shows up. People, and, you know, you talk about being recognized for the passion that you're passing on. And I honestly, I just want to say congratulations to you, Jacqueline, and thank you for sharing that insight for us. So,
Yes.
Jacqueline, who is your ideal client?
I started out in the residential cleaning, the seniors, because I'm also a personal support worker, and the seniors are part of my ideal client. And then it spills over to their daughters, to their nieces, to their friend. And then the friend will say at work, oh, I know this lady and she cleans so well. Then I got into the offices, and from there it just continued to grow. But I started out with the seniors.
Hey, that's awesome. And in terms of commercial properties, what type of properties are you looking to get into?
Okay, offices, medical offices. We have like warehousing offices, and I'm looking to grow more, like even condominiums, like being responsible for the outside, the what would you say now, the front of the house condominiums. We're looking to grow, as big as we can, because you know what, we're prepared for it and we're ready to handle it.
Hey, I know your team is super professional, and
Yes.
the work that you do is really great. You know, you're being recognized for it. People are talking about your hard work and dedication to offering valuable service to them. So if you're looking today and you know of someone that's looking for either residential or commercial cleaning, definitely highly recommend Stewandy Cleaners with Jacqueline and her team. So Jacqueline, tell us a little bit more about your entrepreneurial journey. What were some of the challenges that you experienced along the way, and how did you overcome them? If you did,
Oh,
or what
yes,
did you
I
learn?
did.
What have you learned?
Yes, I did. It was a very tough journey, financially, number one. You wouldn't know how this all started. I have a super prestige vacuum cleaning. I have to big them up as well. I started out with them. They, you know what, they get to like me, and I could do stuff on credit. I have Jules Martin, who I used to subcontract under him, and he will sell me all equipment for, say, you know what, when you clean, I take the money step by step, month by month. It was a bit of a, well, I wouldn't say a bit of a, it was a big struggle financially. And as a woman in business, people, I don't know if people take you seriously a lot, but I look at it as that part of it. As a woman, I would go and say, oh yeah, I can do that, even in construction. And they will look at me and say, I don't think you can manage this type of work. And I had to prove myself. So it was a struggle. But I persevere and I put my passion into it. I started with my kids, Shashoy and Tanis, and my husband for 35 years, Hopton. They supported me. They said, Mom, you are in the driver's seat. Just say it. Sashai, she was in the beginning, she was a very hardworking part of this success without even me paying her. So it was a struggle before anyone, as we seen us, before anyone I went on the map. It was a struggle.
Mm-hmm. And with persistence, grace, and willpower, you're here today, Jacqueline, and I want to say, congratulations to you. And the entrepreneurship journey is not a stroll in the park. It is one of challenge and fight, ability of growing pains. You think of an egg, a chick about to hatch, that they go through some strains and some pressures, but ultimately they overcome. And based on your journey and what you shared thus far, Jacqueline, you are doing it. So keep going, keep that fire lit, and one of the
Yes.
things you talked about is finding people who, you know, trust, and you need to build trust in some spaces. I actually just read a stat about the state of Black female entrepreneurship in Canada, and they were saying 80% of the respondents from the article or the report stated that they had to prove themselves because the marketplace were seeing them as inferior. And you know, it is a
Yes,
reality that, and I think you
yes.
shared in your own testimony and journey, but when you have that fire inside and that determination to go forward, my mom says, come hell or high water,
Yes,
you
you
make
like
it,
to be
right?
better. Yes, yes. We think of ways. We create our own style. We had to prove to these people that, listen, hey man, a woman can take this on. A woman can clean that grime off the chandelier, as you see I put up there. A woman can do a construction clean and prove you that it is done and done to the best of our ability. I had to prove myself many times.
Yes, a woman can do it. I like that phrase. And in
Yes.
reality is sometimes it's a fight, but you know, once we're in flow. Last night at the Accelerator, we had this conversation about, you know, when you're not really thinking about time or what people will think, and your creativity and ingenuity and innovation comes to life, you're moving in a way that nobody can touch you, you know,
That's
nobody.
right. You're saying it, girl. You're saying it. Nobody can touch you. Nobody
Yes.
at all.
Yes. No,
Yes.
Jacqueline, and I want to just say thank you so much for sharing some insights about your journey. You mentioned, you know, building a community around yourself, and I know that you've done a lot of networking to get visibility. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about the importance about networking as you're building your business?
Okay, it's very important, very, very important, Chris-Beth. I started out in visiting like sometimes when the Mississauga Border Trade, I would follow them, and then you'll see the Brampton Border Trade, the Oakville Border Trade, and I'll see where they have a free ticket. And then I'll join to go, and I'll sit and listen. And when I listen, I realize that sharing your true story is a part of being seen. And I just, all that you see on social media, 95% of it is either me, my son, friends who will share some of my stuff, because this time no money was there to share anything, to pay for anybody to do anything. So when I listen to go to these networking, and I listen to stories and get ideas from these people, it helped a lot. Very, very much a lot. It helps, because I wouldn't have known where to turn as a woman entrepreneur, as a woman in business, how to let my story be seen or heard. So networking, guys, is very important.
Yes, and I
I
know.
remember that's where I met you when you were a guest speaker at the Brampton Border Trade. I think it was Get Her Inspired. That's the
Yes.
first time I saw you. So people like you helped me to be successful.
And I am humble. I'm sending you lots of love. Honestly, Jacqueline, from day one, our meeting, I honestly, you fire me up. You talk, and I'm like, yes, let's go. And you know, to just hear you share, I'm inspiring you. And you know, I get up every day and I say, I want to make a difference in this world. And so to hear that, it just warms my heart to know that little by little, day by day, I am moving forward in that dream. And so thank you so much for that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and so Jacqueline, one of the things that I wanted to, you know, our viewers to learn about, you know, the entrepreneurial journey in terms of, you know, you talk about the team, you talked about the finances. Are there any like insights as they're building from the ground up? You know, sometimes we don't have that capital. How did you do it?
You know what? I put everything that I get paid from the business, I put it back into the business. You know, every day that we did it ourselves with the family. That's why it's called Stewandy. It's a part of Stewart and a part of Anderson. We didn't get paid in the business. It was me and my two daughters and my husband who had to support or answer a call or say, you know, okay, if I'm at work at the nursing home, he will take a call for me. We did it all without getting paid. So every time we get paid, we put it right back into the business. I started out with used product of used equipments. I started out with cheap stuff, you know, and then, you know, it takes us from there. And with all that, we did the work to the best of our ability. We did it because we love it. We did it because we want the customer to be happy.
Hey, that's awesome. And you know, the terminology that's going around when you're starting, you know, from such humble beginnings, it's called bootstrapping. So you're putting everything that you have into this thing with the hope and dream of it growing and flourishing. And as you mentioned, it's not necessarily about starting with the, you know, flashy and glamorous pieces. It's then
Yes.
going, okay, where can we start and how can we get to the next milestone or goals that we have ahead of us? So I just want to say, you know, in terms of, you know, if you're considering starting a venture, if you've already started one, consider, especially at a time like this, how can you reduce your expenses, right? To be able to move forward in a strong way. And so, Jacqueline, can you tell us how has COVID impacted your business?
It did, you know, especially in the residential and some daycare, it did. But on the other hand, I did get like offices that wanted 2 to 3 days a week, 2 times a week cleaning because they're specialized in sanitation. So it did impact you. I lost some business. I lost some customers who, you know, especially seniors who want to be extremely cautious. They didn't call us back till today. But you know what? I have to give thanks because it's cleaning. And, you know, another part of it is people want to be safe. They want to have their offices sanitized. Those are some of the essential businesses. So yeah, that was a plus for us. But you know, with the addition of masks and the more usage of gloves and the prices of gloves that has gone up, it has impacted us quite a bit.
Yeah, and you know, I was sharing last night, in terms of the government of Ontario, I can honestly say at least they're doing something. And, you know, I encourage entrepreneurs to look at the websites, look at the reports that's coming out and look at tapping into some of those grants, that the government grants as it relates to business development. And one of the things that I would share too is if you don't have an accountant, you may want to really look at having an accountant as part of your power team, right? Because the accountant
Yes.
know the numbers that are coming into your books and they can help you access and know what you will qualify for and help you navigate those things. Because sometimes when you click on that government website, it's jargon that you may not compute or connect with. And so you want to be able to start saying, okay, who knows and understands this thing? Where can I get help? How can I tap in? And definitely a good accountant will be able to help you along those ways. The other thing I would just say briefly too, our team here at EmpoweredVex, along with our partners over at ACBN, have done a walkthrough of some of these grants. So if you're interested, I would definitely say send us an email, reach out to us, ask us about how can we access the walkthroughs for the grants, and we will definitely send it your way as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
Good
wanted to share that
information
with
there.
you as well as our audience as well, knowing that there are opportunities to get some assistance and relief at this time, right? Which is so essential.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah. So Jacqueline, what is one tip or advice you will share with someone who's considering entrepreneurship or on their entrepreneurship journey?
Okay. One bit of an advice I will give is choose something you love. Don't go into it and think about the money. Think about the long term of the business. Think about your legacy. Think about why am I doing this, you know, and then it will gradually make its way to where you want it to be. Because when we started this business, we started it as family, and we weren't thinking about money at the time when we were starting. Yes, money has to be there, but we think about I love it. I love the cleaning. So I'm going to start a business. So you're going to put your hard work and the passion into it. And then you're thinking of, oh, I have my kids and my grandkids. What legacy I'm going to leave behind? What are they going to say about their mom? Is she started a business and she failed because she gives up? Or is she, oh, my mom was a trailblazer and she started a business and we are going to take this further. So you have to think of where you want to go. Why are you doing this business? And then it will persevere.
Hey, I love it. And it's funny, and a theme that keeps coming up on this show is love. And honestly, you do it with love. Your passion is with love and encouraging people, whatever you're doing. We talk about the triple bottom line. So when we talk about social enterprise, it's looking at the impact on the planet, the impact on
Yes.
people, and the profits that you're generating. And here at E4X, we really take a social enterprise focus, which is mission-based. So we really look at the people that we're affecting and the profits that's coming in to help with the sustainability of our business. And Jacqueline, what you talked about, you know, find that thing you love. The money is already in it, but you know
Yes.
it's part of that thing. When the challenges come, when the pressure comes, your why, your love will keep you going time and time again. So that's really powerful, Jacqueline. I want to say thank you so much for that. My final question to you, Jacqueline, the word of the day is funepical. So I'll explain it to you. Funepical means fun and epic combined. It's my word. But it's simply fun and epic adventures, great or small, done to express self-love. So the question to you is, what do you do in a funepical way to express self-love?
Oh my God. You know what? To me, I'm always a people person. So I'm always smiling. I do everything with love, not only cleaning. So everything I approach, I try to use my smile to approach it. So, you know, the moment somebody sees me and they see the smile, you know, they start to laugh too, or, you know, without even a joke is been, you know, in play, because it's like they see a fun loving person. I actually I'm thinking, what do I do fun? I mean, everything I do, it's just my passion, you know, in daily life. I just try to smile at the storm, so nobody will ever know that something is really happening. So because you know what, I always put love and fun in front of everything I do.
Hey, I love it. My grandma used to say, have a pleasant or cheerful countenance, and that
Yes.
would brighten up everything else, right? And so I think, you know, as a way that was powerful. So you say everything, and I felt it, right? The smile, the presence, the essence that you bring into a space with your face. You know, it's like, hello.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So if I really want the job, I'm gonna go in there with my something funny. If it's a kid around, I'll try to make them wow. If it's an office, I'll try to bring something on you know, funny, you know, pleasant. I try to brighten up the room so I can, you know, at least somebody would say, oh my God, she's easy to get along with. So I put fun and love into.
You're muted. But yes, thank you so much for that, Jacqueline. What I would say, Jacqueline, this was a great segment that we had. People are looking on, how can they get in touch with you if they're interested in, you know, spreading the word about the work that you're doing, and learning more about you and your company?
Okay, so our website is www care for FOR cleaning.ca, and I'm on Instagram as at Stewandy Cleaner. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on LinkedIn. And you can also email me at stewandycleaners@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me at my number, which is 647-992-1756. And I'm waiting for your call. Whatever love you want to, whatever referral you want to give, I'm always here.
Hey, I love it. I love it. And definitely reaching out to us here at Empowered Facts. You can visit our website or social media handles at Empowered Facts, and we will definitely put you in contact with Jacqueline if you're not able to get a hold of her. Jacqueline, yes, I want to just say thank you from the bottom of our hearts here at Empowered Facts. We love the work that you're doing. We love championing your story, and we love going alongside you on this journey, because one of the biggest things, and you know this as part of, our business accelerator, is doing the work in community and not in isolation. And yes, the day-to-day sometimes we're in it, right? But really taking a step back to really be that strategic and leader, visionary person for your company is one of the things that we encourage our entrepreneurial community here to do, and doing so with us. So thank you so much, Jacqueline.
And thank you very much, Chris-Beth. And I want you to know this. You are a part of my inspiration, along with Ryan Knight. I mean, I didn't know Black woman would be this, far up in entrepreneurship. So you are a very, very much a part of my inspiration, a part of my journey, because I've listened to you speaking at Get Inspired Her, and I run away with it. So I want you to know that you and Ryan are one of my first two people that I saw when I just started out here. So thank you two again. And I also want to thank Empowered X for having me on board with them.
Hey, Jacqueline, I'm about to cry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And to the folks watching, I just want to wish you a blessed day, and we will see you again tomorrow. Take care.
Bye. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.